It's like I'm at the studio with Michael. You can hear me dancing on the beat. Bam, bam, about to put a mansion on the beach. 100 Latins in your lobby. That's what happens when you're around with body. And I put that in my mommy. I will never give my heart to a I can just make a dance that goes with this song. Then I'ma be on. Basic, gon' dance to it. Basic, everywhere, gon' dance to it. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, ball in it. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that, shake that. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that. Shake. I got 2 shows, I'm about to pitch another. Throwing alley-oops to my brothers. We all shine, nobody victims. I'm on these sweatsuits, black Pippins. I swag different. That's why the money in the bag different. Come up short, you have your fam. I lay on beaches and swerving whips. You ain't serving, you just an urban myth. Every day, get ride around Queens on the jet ski. It's me. Every day, get to the day I die. Every day, get man, I that and I that bouncing up and down. Nearly broke. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it.
Been rolling on the freeway, I've been riding 85. I've been thinking way too much, and I'm way too gonna drive. I got anger in my chest, I got millions on my mind, and you didn't fit the picture, so I guess you want the vibe.
LOV on my right leg, that's Gucci. Dig what I'm saying? LOV on my man, that's Poochie. Dig what I'm saying? Caught a little jet lag, but I'm golden. Yeah. We deserve Grammys and some Oscars. They deserve Whammies, they imposters. I be rolling with my project homies. It's a vibe. I just with the homie. It's a vibe. Over switch sides, it's a vibe. Yeah. I gon' do it. I gotta accept that I'm a. I pull up in several different options. That I but most of them. I shatter your dreams with this cream I make. What? Gotta be on the thinker. I say. What? I can't feel my toes, but ain't gon' fold up. I was in the double law when I rolled.
I've been rolling on the freeway. I've been riding 85. I've been thinking way too much, and I'm way too gonna drive. I got anger in my chest, I got millions on my mind, and you didn't fit the picture, so I guess you want the vibe. I've been rolling on the freeway, I've been riding 85. I've been thinking way too much, and I'm way too gonna drive. I got anger in my chest, I got millions. You want the vibe.
Dig what I'm saying, Chanel Drake's on me daily. Dig what I'm saying, sponsored by Mercedes. Dig what I'm saying, this Creek alone is on me, baby. Dig what I'm saying, I'm going hard, yeah. I pop in your memory. You should be glad I'm showing you sympathy. I gave you real love out the gutter. Ever let you go, you gon' suffer from it. I gon' do it. I gotta accept that I'm a. I pull up in several different options. That I but most of them. I shatter your dreams with this cream I make. What? Gotta be on the thinker. I say. What? I can't feel my toes, but ain't gon' fold up. I was in the double law when I rolled. Yeah.
I feel like I should be giving up. You can't leave it, it's too much. But I'm tired of you, me on. Oh, and I don't like where this is going. And I've been stuck in all your apologies. Gave my all, but you wanted more from me. Keep your love, it doesn't feel the same. I hope it hurts you when you hear my name.
I stay myself, I never change, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah.
Cause, but I still love. Got 100 different to my cell phone. Still 33 for love. Ride to my dog sitting in jail. He stay ladder on the grass, spin it back, roll. I'm on Keller, I'm on Gresham, I'm on Flat Shore. I'm at Magic, I'm at Polish, let them go. Then it's right back to the when I'm low. Bars never close and we wide open. Kicking flavor with me, neighbor, yeah, we local. Rap the bottom, cause the bottom where we come from. Me no pray for little paper, need a lump sum. Real spill, yeah, I would rather be, yeah. Broke, real, little rich. Fall in love with her, she just wanna be in VIP with her. Don't blame me, oh, nigga, shame me. Had to get it, how I got it, on my phone to me. Don't blame me, I'm what the game made.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With that, the wait is finally over. It is Super Bowl Sunday. For the call, here's our veteran duo of so many Super Bowls, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Well, Larry, the 2020 NFL campaign has seemingly given us highlights for 10 seasons, but it will all come to a close tonight as we welcome you to Super Bowl 55, the double nickel from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, our second straight Super Bowl from the Sunshine State. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. After all the talk, it's time for football, and here we go. Super Bowl 55 is underway. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. The tight end changing his position. Here's Dobbs to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Now, that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Rodgers now on first down. They're trying to get it to his tight end, Rodgers, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Artie Burns. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. First carry for Ty Montgomery. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On second down, here's Rodgers. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Artie Burns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a first down carry by Bell, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down. On play action, it's Dobbs. This is caught by Antonio Brown. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. The give is to Bell. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Back to throw Dobbs. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Let's go. 1, 9.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. That is caught at the 7. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Bell. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They come out here in the eye. So they're on the 5-yard line here, 2nd down and goal. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually hard to get the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. That one goes for 24 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. play. Rodgers to Montgomery. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
2nd down following the run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Vernon Butler with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught. Nelson. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Rodgers now on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jesse James, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, Dobbs. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Nick Perry. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And the Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Dobbs. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Give to Bell. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
now on second down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Montravius Adams with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. The Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Throwing here, Dobbs. Flushed out right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Rodgers to Montgomery on the draw. Montgomery a first down and then some. And the cutback to the sideline. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 38 yards on the scamper there. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Shrugs the tackle. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Rodgers. And quick throw here. That's complete. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they let him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Now Dobbs. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Here we go.
Dobbs. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Here's Dobbs to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Jake Ryan coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Dobbs is throwing. Throwing right, and that's complete. 23 yards on the play. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it. I know when I joke about you guys skipping halftime, sometimes you get frustrated, but this is the Super Bowl. You got to watch the halftime show of the Super Bowl. All right, let's get you to the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. First down, Rodgers. Caught by Montgomery. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down now after the pass completion. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Rodgers handing to Montgomery. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Again, it's Bell trying to run inside, but nothing there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12.
Come on, let's go.
Now Dobbs. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's Dobbs to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. This is Bell, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Back to throw Dobbs. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got his man on the comebacker. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Come on, let's go. Try 38.
Now this is Bryant on the end around. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll try again with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell taking it in. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Out of the gun, Dobbs. And he fires one incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And avoids the contact by sliding. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And this is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Fresh set of downs here. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Rodgers from the gun, he'll throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Able to power under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now it's Rodgers. Caught by Nelson left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
And the Steelers set to take the field. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Montravius Adams in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 17. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw is Dobbs. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On play action, now Rodgers. Well, the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bud Dupree in there again as this offensive line is in tatters. 3 sacks in 3 plays. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing here, Dobbs. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Kenny Clark in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
On the counter, here's Bell. And some room to work. Bell sheds him off. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Defense showing blitz.
Come on, let's go!
Now Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining.
Here we go!
They'll drop to throw. He completes it to Bryant. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Here's Bell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll run it with Bell. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. They'll set up to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Back to throw. Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Rodgers to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
And again, it's Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And they take a knee. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
I don't know why we did it, but we went to their final walkthrough for some reason. And what did we see? Their last play in walkthrough was taking a knee and celebrating winning a Super Bowl. They wanted that visualization. They did it for real.
Yeah, they just scripted it out. Defense can't stop the clock, and they can watch the final seconds tick. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it, because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there.